attempting to join game. Maybe. Maybe it'll be now. Oh, yeah, brilliant. Fantastic. So, if like me, you have pretty much spent all weekend looking at this screen, we have Funcom to thank for it. And actually, you know, stuff happens in games where shit just goes wrong, and that's just a fact. And with big games, it can happen. However, the bit that I'm really cheesed off about is the fact, not that most of the weekend I wanted to chill out and play Conan and also do a couple of videos with the Pippi mod, but it's the reaction from Funcom on Steam that has my piss boiling, to be honest, more than anything else. So you've probably seen there's another chap on YouTube that's done a video on this, because there's only one or two. But if you actually come out of this, if you go on to the Steam community and you have a little look at the discussion forum, it's absolutely shocking. But just to roll back to Friday, when all of this sort of started, I could get in fine on Friday. I'd not long done that video about the Pippi mod and thralls, and I thought, oh, I'll do a couple of others over the weekend. And it sort of started on Friday. I was getting this authentication failed, authentication failed, and there wasn't really anything on you know, Google or anything like that. It was just the standard: verify your game files, check your firewall settings, check your backlie, reinstall your backlie, at the very most reinstall the whole damn game. I actually run a private server as well, so I was like, God, is it Nitrado? Is it the server? Is it my computer? Is it Microsoft? Is it the VAC? Is it this? Is it that? And then I thought, I'm just going to go and have a quick look on Steam, the Steam discussions, just to see if anybody else is experiencing this issue. And to my amazement, loads of people were experiencing it. And it was just intermittent. You could get in, you could eventually get in after you try and try and try and try. But again, that's not the bit that cheeses me off. I know that shit happens. I know not everybody works on a weekend, and I get that. But the reaction and the response, like I said, is what cheesed me off more than anything else. And it's this way of dealing with it. They gave a statement, I think Sunday night, saying it was something else. It was something to do with Microsoft. Turns out that had been resolved, and it still hadn't resolved the issue. But then what they started doing was locking all of the conversations. So rather than address those issues directly and say, look, hey, we're working on it, bear with us, we're working on it, blah, 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 right? They didn't do any of that. And instead, what they were doing was just blocking people from commenting. A really shitty way to treat your customer base, if I'm honest. Because the other gentleman whose YouTube video I'll share a little link to, this isn't, like he said, it isn't a cheap game. You pay a lot of money for this, and I've got all the DLC as well. So all in all, for the game in total, it's quite a bit, you know, including the bundle and everything else. And thank God I wasn't stupid enough to buy the Battle Pass. But this is just shocking. I've never in my life seen anything like this. And it's just blocked after blocked after blocked, and not really allowing anybody to respond to anything. Authentication failed, authentication failed, authentication failed. And yeah, what a shame. What a shame, Funcom. I mean, Christ, I thought wildcard were bad. Whoa! My giddy aunt, how wrong I was. What a disappointment. It's Monday now, the 27th of February. You still can't get on. Please get it sorted and treat your customers better.